Finally, on today's review, we've got what some might call a budget G-Wagon, the one and only Suzuki Jimny XC18. Let's see if this compact off-roader lives up to the hype. Of course, we went with the most eye-catching and popular color, the one you see so often out on the road. Alright, let's see what this little bug is capable of. Honestly, I can't believe this thing even moves. It's so small and so tall that I'm half expecting it to tip over at the very first turn. What do you think? Will it surprise us or prove my doubts right? Let's find out. It's actually driving great. I take back everything I said. This little guy is holding its own on the road surprisingly well. Impressive stuff. It doesn't care at all whether I'm on the road or off it. It just confidently charges toward its goal without hesitation. What do you think about the interior of this car? It feels pretty simple, but there's something about it, a certain charm. Everything is laid out so neatly and thoughtfully. It's straightforward, yet it just works. Let's take a moment to talk about what makes the Suzuki Jimny XC18 so unique. First of all, its design. Sure, it's often called a mini G-Wagon, but it has its own personality. Those boxy lines, the rugged stance. It's like it's telling you, I'm small, but I mean business. Now, the handling. At first glance, you'd think it might feel unstable because of its height, but surprisingly, it holds the road well. Whether it's asphalt or dirt, this little bug seems to adapt effortlessly. It's the kind of car that makes you want to explore every trail you see. Then there's the interior. Minimalistic, yes, but with purpose. Everything you need is right where it should be, and that no-frills approach gives it a charm that modern, tech-heavy cars often miss. Plus, it's durable, like it's built to handle mud, dust, and whatever else comes its way. And let's not forget the engine. It's not a beast, but it's got enough punch to keep things exciting. Combine that with its lightweight build, and you've got a car that feels alive on every turn. So, what's your take? Is the Jimny a quirky underdog, or does it deserve a spot in the Off-Road Hall of Fame? Let me know in the comments, and stay tuned, because we're just getting started. I don't know about you, but driving this feels even more exciting than being in some flashy sports car. There's just something about its character, the way it tackles every bump and turn with determination, like it's got nothing to prove but still wants to show off a little. It's a whole different kind of thrill, and honestly, I'm loving every second of it. Now let's check out the replay. I'm curious to see how this race looked from the outside. And of course, I can't wait to revisit that moment when I almost lost control and the Toyota Alphard bumped into me. It's going to be interesting to see that from a different angle. It's so flat from the side, like a flounder, haha. Such a narrow car. What do you think? Is there anything that reminds you of the Mercedes G-Wagon in terms of style or purpose? This car is so flat from the side, it almost looks like a flounder, right? Super narrow and practical, which definitely sets it apart. And speaking of similar styles, does anyone else see a bit of the Mercedes G-Wagon in the Jimny's design? Both have that rugged, boxy look that's all about utility and durability. The Jimny might not have the luxury or size of the G-Wagon, but it shares that same adventurous spirit. It's the kind of vehicle that's built for exploring off-road trails, not just cruising around town. What do you guys think? Does it have the potential to be a cult classic like the G-Wagon, or is it more of an underdog that's just having its moment? It's actually fun watching this little Jeep pass those high-powered sports cars. Who would have thought, right? And here it is, the moment we've all been waiting for. Let's see how I got a bit carried away. Honestly, I almost managed to correct it, but Toyota was just too eager to lend a helping hand and nudged me a bit further off course. Thanks for watching, everyone. Be sure to come back for more. There's plenty more exciting content on the way. See you next time on my channel.